and I just separated myself. And then it wasn't a bad thing, because it's like, now it's like, bro, I gotta, if I want this lifestyle, you really gotta go out there, because if you seeking it, it's seeking you too. It ain't just for select people, bro. It's not. It ain't just for select people. If you want to get, because I ain't gonna lie, I can sit, that's how I got started with, like, doing my little talk shows and shit. Like, I used to sit on Instagram, like, at the time if I had time, and I would see that, and then I go deep on, like, you'll see a highlight reel, then you click on these people's pages, then you go, the first thing I do, I go all the way down. I want to see where you started from. Because I see where you at now, you got my attention. Let me see how far you went, let me see where you used to start.
That's what I'll start doing on Instagram. People who doing what I want to do,
Yeah.
follow. I gotta see the process. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Beachside Talks. I'm your host, Colby, with special guest.
The other Kobe, a.k.a. Drop, a.k.a. Drop Down, a.k.a. Kobe the Conduct.
Kobe the Conduct?
Yeah.
What's that?
Took a different lane, man. It's been from one end to the other. It's like I started the game off with thinking I'm just going to pursue my life with being this professional basketball player, and it didn't work. So the transition came at halftime. So I went from a jersey to a car wash cloth, and it just took off. Third, fourth quarter, I just took off with a whole different thing. But I'm liking the new me. At first, I was skeptic because this thing called life is pursued off imagery, and people look at what it is and not what it was and what it's supposed to be. So I used to think that I was supposed to make the millions that way, but I'm pursuing making the millions this way. So it's different.
How did you get to washing cars? Like, I do it from as a really just part time with my homegirls or homeboy. I need a car wash. I do it $25, $30. How you get started? Just
Man, believe it or not, to be honest with you, I didn't. If I was an author, I think I could sell a book based on what we write and what other people comprehend. I didn't know. It just worked out that way. I just started out, like I said, I wanted to play ball, and after that, what I'm gonna do after this? So I just picked up cleaning cars. I actually started, I was working at Enterprise, and I used to just clean the cars. That was my job description, to clean cars. And I mean, you're supposed to do the bare minimum with them, make sure it's vacuumed out, make sure the windows is clean, for it to be visible, all that right there. And I used to get feedback from the people that would pick up the cars. Hey man, I used to rent here a long time, and cars never been this clean. So you get those reviews, and then you get your regional manager reaching out like, hey, you doing a great job and everything. I know it's your first week. I'm like, all right, cool. So then I started hearing this so much that people would be like, why don't you start your own detail business? And then I'm like, nah, I really didn't think that I was going to be cleaning cars. And once I started cleaning cars for $10.
10?
10.
You good.
This was in 2015, 16. 10, like 10, and then 15 for like the SUV. But I wanted to get my name out there, and I knew I had to get my name out there some way. So if I do great work for the cheaper price, I'm gonna ring a bell. Yeah, so I mean that's how I started. I started like that. And
what you charging now?
it ain't 10 to 15 now. It ain't 10 to 15 now. It varies, but it's still in the price range to where people can be able to have, a good outing for the weekend after they get their car cleaned up, top notch, superior. And I'm humble and I'm grateful because I took a big step, but not so much.
All right, going back, you said you wanted to be a basketball star. Tell us about your career. Like, how did that go?
Man, coming up from Waldo, Arkansas, we had baseball, but the spotlight is basketball. Everybody know that. If you're in the South area, 1A basketball, Of course, I graduated here at Magnolia, but you watch Terry Carter, Chris Strait, Eric McKinney, DeVario, Jacoby, Tang. You got all these superstars. Waldo just birthed so many superstars. we used to just sit there and watch them. So it's like, we ain't gotta be Michael Jordan. You got Jacoby, you got Bobby, you got Marvin, you got Eric, you got them guys right there. You ain't gotta be these superstars on TV when you got these superstars right here. So, I mean, they were role models without being role models. You know, we followed after them. And I just knew for sure I wanted to make it, and I did everything I could. It's a job. If you want it, you gotta chase it. But also, you gotta put that work in.
What was your greatest memory as playing basketball? Like that one moment, I'll never forget that. I know mine's I was playing Mineral Springs. We ain't, but hitting the game win against your rival school.
Yeah.
There's something different. So what's yours?
Man, at first, I used to think about it before. Believe it or not, it's crazy because I thought the dunk against Lakeside was gonna be like, yeah, I ain't gonna ever forget that. But I was dunking so much to where it's like, but my most memorable moment in my career of basketball, period, my daddy came to a game. First time my daddy ever seen me play basketball. We didn't win. It was on my college game. We played against Henderson. And we didn't win by the scoreboard. But I won that night.
How many you dropped?
I didn't score.
You did?
And I was frustrated too. I was frustrated. I played one half of the game, and I was frustrated. But when I looked in the crowd and I seen my dad, I didn't care if I won the game or not. I didn't even care if I even scored. I didn't even care if I got back in the game. It was just because my dad was never in my life, you know. So seeing them at the game, and it's a home game and it's packed. I'm talking about it's packed. And I look across and I see my daddy. I'm like, told my homeboy Jerron, I was like, it's my dad at the game. Because we were close, you know. It's my daddy. I didn't even care. I'm like, I didn't even care. Like, no more. That was one moment that I went, man, that's one moment I'll never forget, ever.
So what's your relationship with your dad now?
I'm 30. December the 30th, I'll be 31. And
You still young.
still young, man. I still ain't gave up with, you know, just trying to, you know, be close with them. You know, we don't have that father-son bond, but I'll take what I'm getting now more than not getting that at all. Like, no, hey, how you doing? Blowing the horn when he passed by and stuff like that. But I definitely, we get better. We get better, a whole lot better.
I feel me and my dad just now starting a relationship, and I'm 25, so
Yeah.
it ain't no you're my best friend, but when I hit him up and need something, I can try to swing this. I might not be able to, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
And shit, you know, growing up down here, everybody know your dad, but you don't know him. That kind of throw you off sometimes.
Yeah.
So how did you deal with it? Like, I know your dad this, I know your dad that, but you don't know him. So how did it make you feel?
I always ask questions, and there's a lot of questions I want to ask him, but it's like I don't want to run him off if he's just now coming on in. So, you know, you hear, you know, a lot of people be so taken back once they realize he your daddy. I'm like, yeah. Like, y'all don't resemble nothing. He's like, man, you your daddy. I'm like, yeah. You know, so once they get that part out the way, they go to tell you all the good things about your dad, and I'm like, boy, believe it or not, I done attended so many funerals, and it's like every time you go to a funeral, they always bring up the highlights of how good you were. And I'm like, he alive, you know, and I'm hearing about this, and he live in the same area I live in, so it's like, you know, it took a toll on me for a long time, dude. Like, it took a toll on me for a long time. But things get better, and I'm like, just because he wasn't there for me don't mean that I can't go to him. I'm learning that as being an adult now. It's like, maybe he don't know how to come talk to me because he wasn't a part of none of the success that I'm succeeding in. So he probably like, man, he ain't gonna want to say nothing to me because he wasn't there with me when I was young. Like my senior night, none of that, dude. Like it's crazy. So
Yeah, I went therapy and we talked about that. Like sometimes you as a child, even though you feel like, damn, I didn't have you, you had me. Nah, sometimes you gotta extend that olive branch because people, uh, especially in our community, don't know how to. They feel the shame because they feel like they feel you. They feel like they come to you, you gonna turn away.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you have to reach out to.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's true, man. That's true. Just being an adult, we're trying to figure things out, man. That's the thing about God and how He created what He created is. We don't want it on the straight and narrow. You got to go through some stuff. So, I mean, the way I looked at it back then and the way I look at it now, I wouldn't change nothing in the world. I wouldn't change nothing in the world.
So your relationship with your dad, does it affect how much does it affect how you raise your child?
Man, just growing up, being a father without having one, you don't know where your errors and mistakes are. I mean, it's a puzzle, so it's just like you can't place this here just because this part right here don't fit. You know, just being a father, it make you want to be a better one. So the absence of him molded me into being present for my son. You know, with anything, like with him being young as he is, and knowing that when he get older, the things that you have taught him, he ain't gonna forget that, and you played a part of his life. You know, not because you have to be there, be the all time this, that, and that. I ain't trying to be the best. I'm just trying to be present. And, you know, I know I'm gonna be happy as I get older to see his growth. Because anything designed to grow, it needs its minerals, it needs water, sunlight, and everything. You know, you need everything that's designed to grow. So that's my seed. That's my responsibility. And I hope he come on in and be the granddaddy while he's still alive. You know, like that's one thing. But that's why I say I wouldn't change nothing because it done molded me into the man who I am and who I can plant into my seed and later on in his seed. You know, I'm still seeking understanding behind it all though. But that's the thing of life.
Yeah, it's constantly learning, constantly evolving. Like what the answer will be today may not be the answer tomorrow. You might find out some more facts.
Yep.
Like now they gotta change. Now I gotta operate different.
For sure. It's real. It's so real.
But going back to basketball, you've been around basketball your whole life, right?
All my life.
Waldo, Magnolia, you've been here. Who the top 5 men's basketball players that came out of Magnolia Waldo?
Ooh, shit.
Give you time to think about top 3 women.
Satia Messer.
Who?
Satia Messer. That's my cousin. Top. When you go to statistics, on and off the court, Satia Messer, without a doubt. Who else? Ashley Spilletta.
That was my number 1. They used to be my crush. I used to come to Magnolia games just to watch her.
Yeah, Ashley Spilletta. She was.
The truth.
Yeah. And.
Round them out. Number 3.
Ooh. Oh shit. I'm trying to think, boy. I gotta go with Demekia Baxter. Reason why, I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, cause she a female, but when you talk about, like, okay, she played out there in the rain with us, in the snow with us, the cold with us, nose snotty, running like elbow, getting pushed, dunked on. Yeah, like.
Shout out to Auntie.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's your auntie?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, yeah. That's what's up. Yeah. She one of us, like, going down, man, for real. She can go to war. We had to pick a girl. Yeah, we used to pick her over some dudes.
It happens. Yeah, I don't feel like y'all was just that cold and hooping. I feel like y'all just ain't had no distractions like we did in the field county, but it's cool.
Man, listen, man, we had it. Man, we just wanted it, man. I mean, we just wanted it. Waldo has had some people, man. Like,
True.
they had some hoopers, man.
Even though I was young, I remember coming to the games. You
Yeah.
know, there,
Yeah.
some great moments.
Hey, listen, you talk about a small gym that has so much intensity. People standing room only. Man, Waldo. It's crazy how a game of basketball brought so many people together from all over.
I think y'all and Stevens had the best atmosphere when it came to basketball.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Like
Without a doubt.
going in there, you playing. If it's a good game, different. Cut the tension with the knife. Everybody hostile, fans and players. What you want?
Without a doubt. I'm talking like basketball will make you get off work early, make you get to the gym early so you can get a good seat. Like we don't have that no more, man.
Nah.
We don't have that no more. So yeah, if I could tell my son, because I will be able to tell them type of stories and be like, I can even paint this picture for you. I'm not an artist, but I'm about to paint a picture for you and show you how we came. How good y'all got it now. And that's the thing about the generation change.
I tell everybody like with the NIL and stuff, like it took away from it. Ain't no pride in the basketball skill. It's just all right, who can be the flashiest, and that's who's gonna go where they need to go.
Yep, that's true, man. That's true. That's so true.
But now you gotta go back to the 5 men.
I thought I was gonna get past.
Nah, you can't. I got it written down.
Oh man.
Cause I had it. I see on Facebook all the time people say from my school, everybody know who number 1 is, but the other 4 is argumentative.
Yeah.
So
Top 5. Can I just? Aye.
top 5, no order. You ain't even gotta put them in order. Just top 5.
Waldo and Magnolia.
Waldo and Magnolia.
Shit. Top 5. Man, boy, that's hard.
You ain't even got to. Your favorite 5. Make it easier.
Oh, my favorite 5. My favorite 5. For one, Terry Carter off rip. Terry Carter. Man, it's hard, man. You put me on the spot. I ain't gonna lie.
You done seen some legends
I done
and some
seen,
scrubs.
and I don't like my eggs like everybody else like their eggs. You know, it's like I'm gonna analyze who I like. Terry Carter number 1.
I could have asked you who was the Cyrus people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see.
I can go on and on about that. Oh, man, dog. Can I just say the 5 that I like?
This your 5.
Terry Carter, Chris Strahan, Carvelis Martin. I gotta get at least 2 for Magnolia.
Do you?
Do
You
I?
from Waldo. You ain't gotta get Magnolia, man.
Okay, alright, well, cool. Did I mention Chris Strahan? Cause he gotta be okay. I have to say
that was number 2.
Like,
You got Terry, Cordell, Chris.
shit, Bobby for sure. Who my last one I gotta go with? It's a lot of great players, man. It's a lot of great players in Waldo. I gotta go to Vario Watson. You still got Eric. You still got Cedric. You got so many, dog. You got Jacoby. You got Rico. You got Cardelius. You got Horn. You got JT. You got so many, but when you say like, it's tough, dog. You put me on the spot with that one. But them the ones I go with. Like, them the ones I go with. And got my reasons why I go with them, for sure.
Alright, them was all Waldo, right?
It was all Waldo.
You ain't got no Magnolia.
I got some top 2.
They was straight in Magnolia, but they weren't like Waldo, huh?
I know you got a lot of athletes, but Waldo, it's
Hey,
just
hoopers.
different. Yeah, it's different. Oh, it's different. Without a doubt, it's different.
Who would you would like to play one-on-one in your prime?
In my prime, in my prime,
Your prime one-on-one, and they was in their prime. Who would you would like to go against the show? Hey, it gets crazy.
against one of my 5,
or anybody.
Terry Carter.
He would have got you.
I would have bust his ass. Terry Carter, I would have busted his ass. I would have had it. I would have had it.
Your number one, you would have.
My number one.
Are you the greatest player out of Waldo?
I ain't gonna say I'm the greatest because I don't want to toot my horn, but I'm gonna tell you something. In my prime, ain't nobody fucking with me, bro.
Top two, not two. You can say it.
I can say it.
Yeah.
100%. In my prime, knees in good shape, my durability, my strength. Hell nah. I still bust some motherfuckers' ass now. Excuse me for cussing.
Are you good? Dude?
I still bust them now. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. But one-on-one in my prime to play one of them is Terry Carter. 100%. 100%. In my prime, because even in my prime, bro, I got him, bro. Terry Carter, because he's number one. He's going to be number one on my list. Because I know what it was like watching him. I know what it was like busting his ass. You know, Eric McKinnon, he going to kill me with height. He going to kill me with height. He's a bad motherfucker. I ain't going to lie.
I like it, man. Number one.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
For sure.
We're going to stay on basketball. What you think about Arkansas this year?
Arkansas loaded. And it's good that they lose. They're going to lose a game or two. It's good because the expectations for their team, for the state of Arkansas and other states everywhere, they got this expectation for them boys to be the national team already. But reality still got to come in because we vision something differently. They got a team that can go with under 5 losses if they play their cards right.
I look at it though like John Calipari had all them top recruits. It's hard to win with freshmen because at the end of the day, the upperclassmen who've been there, who've done it,
yes,
they gonna see that one little inch you moved out of this ass.
Yep.
Or alright, this how y'all playing, we gonna slow the game all the way down.
Yep.
If you can't run.
Listen, Arkansas team, bro. Arkansas, he recruited dog, point blank. The 7-man rotation, he the head coach. He the one, that's the reason why he get the millions, you know. He got it. But like you said, it's hard to win big time game with some, freshmen to come straight from a high school to their collegiate level. Motherfuckers who ain't never played college ball down, that shit fast, bro. It's fast. Like, it's fast. It's fast. That court wild, it's fast. People hungry to score a basket.
I be seeing everybody on Facebook being Monday morning quarterback. We should have. You don't know how this operates. That man know what he doing. You see how far he got him just in a year or two.
Yeah.
Like
that's how it works.
he looking for something right now.
Yeah.
He ain't even worried about this. This the first part. He worried about when it comes to March, February, are they gonna be ready?
They
Let's
gonna
see.
be ready. I think Arkansas, to be honest with you, man, Arkansas, it'll be good for them to win like this, and they, while us living and being in our prime and watching it. I want to have that memory of Arkansas came in. So, I think they're going to be good, though.
Confession. I'm a Florida fan. But
You're a Florida fan.
if Arkansas playing anybody but Florida, I cheer for them.
Man. What you like about Florida?
When I started watching sports, they were winning. That's how 2005, 2006, Joe Cam Noah,
Oh, yeah, for
Al, that's who I was watching.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Florida fan, all college sports. Football, Tim Tebow, that team that shouldn't even been on the field yet.
Yeah.
So
I feel
it's been hard for me. But I've been enjoying watching Arkansas see where we've been trash.
Oh, yeah. I feel
I was hoping y'all beat LSU. Like, we they sons, so I'll be feeling some type of way.
I know.
Everybody.
Hey, listen, man. I don't know what Sam Pittman got going on. I know. I watched the A&M Arkansas game in person. I do that every year, the Classic. And Jerry World out there, Artists, and I go watch it. That game was fucking. I hate that, man. I don't know. I was hoping that we had a 9-3 record this season. That shit ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna happen. But I don't know. Arkansas recruiting, they doing good though, bro. I can't knock them. I applaud them, man, for real.
Arkansas doing their thing. Like, makes me proud to be from Arkansas. But you know, not being an Arkansas fan, you get that
Yeah,
talk to
but
you
see,
like,
listen,
"Bro, I'm sorry, y'all got it."
here's what I like about it, and the reason why I overhype a lot of shit about Arkansas because we a state that don't really get no attention. You hear some of these guys that multi-millionaires on athletic levels and boxing and moving actresses. Where is Arkansas now? Y'all just now finding out about it. We the natural state, the most naturalist state.
Only state that can self-sustain itself. Everybody else need to import it out for a week.
That's it, bro. Like that's what make us like a gym. Like you should want to go search and do history about our state. We ain't just no ordinary state, bro. We got some class in us and on us and about us. Like
everybody just think we hits, man.
Yeah.
That be the problem.
I was in LA, bro. I was in LA. Matter of fact, we flew from here after our class. Me and my homeboy Paul, we flew from here. We flew from DFW. We left here right after our class. We left here, and we landed in LA, and we in East Hollywood. And I know I'm way away from home. I mean, but people look at you for wearing certain colors and shit, and I'm like, ah, man, like where y'all from? Like Arkansas. First thing they said, Little Rock. I'm like, damn. So they know I'm about the gang initiations and all that right there.
Banging in the Rockies.
Yeah.
Everybody, I'm like, bro, I ain't never watched it, honestly, until I got older.
I never watched it.
You should watch it. It's interesting.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, what can I learn from it?
Actually, you'll be surprised. You'll learn about the mindset of kids then is not too different from the mindset of kids now. It's just
That's
that
scary.
the access to things totally different now. The internet that made everything super fast paced. Like, but the stuff the kids talking about now, they was talking about then. It's just you couldn't get a switch then.
Yeah.
You had to be out. You had to see somebody face to face. You can't just spray up a car. Now,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
speaking there, because I talk to people all the time. Like, I have a speaking engagement next weekend. I'm supposed to speak at a school anyway about some stuff. Have you thought about, or are you a mentor to some kids this way?
Man, you know what? I'm glad you asked me that. There's a lot of things that I do in my life now that I have to do them because people, it's this eye that they have on you. This is a small time, so everybody got public habits and they got private habits. So my private habits have to be so much private to where they got this eye on me in the public to where it's not even hard to mess up. It's just I'm more convinced that I need to do right because being a mentor without being it. And that's exactly what it is now. I do a lot of speaking to you. I do a lot of speaking to adults too. So that's so easy for me. It make me keep going, like point blank period. I can remember the first time I had like a big audience that I had to speak in front of. I was nervous because I had so much I wanted to talk about. And then when reality hit me, it was like, you forgot this point. Now what you gonna say? In my mind as I'm talking. So then I went from everything that I had wrote down, that I had tried to remember about what I wanted to speak about. I didn't even go out there. I just kept it real as I could. And I realized that I had the attention of that person back in that corner and over there when they put that phone down. And I looked and everybody's eyes was on me. And I'm like, okay, I like this now. Like I like talking. Because people listen. And people who want attention, they want eyes on them.
You get somebody to put their phone down like
yeah.
this day and age, not trying to record.
See what I'm saying?
You know,
Like, you know
you talking
like,
to
you know, and it's like, yeah, this is what I like. I like doing it. It's fly to me. It is. And then you got the young ones. You know, they see what they see and they repeat what they hear. And so it's like, it's not me, especially in the day and time. And I don't give myself a lot of credit either, bro. Like I always water myself down, like, and because they let other people speak for you, let other people praise you. You know, you don't have to do it. But then again, it's like,
sometimes it's good to pop your stuff though, because a lot of times
Yeah.
people be too humble, and like you, as much stuff you do, you probably too humble.
Too humble, bro. I know I am. I know I am. Right? I know I am. And sometimes it's like I need to go ahead and I just need to make this known, and I just need to, I'm gonna rock this today. I'm gonna get on the jet. I'm gonna fly this way. I'm gonna do this. You know.
Yeah.
When I do it, the attention don't even be on me. I'm so quiet when I do it, and by the time you realize that I've done it, it's been that's the past. You just not seeing it because I want you to see it.
And like me, that say sometimes it's for motivation first. People might see you do it and motivate. Man, I'm bullshit. Let me get like seeing you do yours. It motivated me to start back. All right, man, I'm bullshit. Let me get on my stuff. Like sometimes you gotta pop that.
Yeah.
Not even for your sake, for somebody else's sake. Not, I ain't trying to bad, but hey, work.
Yep.
Work.
Yep. And that's the thing. Like even with what I do, I mean I'm in the open every day, and it was like okay, with anything or anybody business or whatever they're trying to do in their career. In order for a person to see you, you got to get their attention. I used to rock loud colors, light blue, pink, all that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wanted their attention. So when people leave Walmart, or they go to the gas station, or they go to Chicken Express, or they coming from their street, they see me. But that wasn't enough for me. So it's like, let me go out here when it's raining. Oh, we got snow in the forecast. Let me see if somebody gonna at least give me the opportunity to do it in the snow.
You watched the car in the snow?
That analogy, rain, sleet, snow, I checked it out and I continue to do it.
Nah.
33 degrees, 29 degrees, 41 degrees, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Like,
oh, this
when
is
you got
different.
You got the cops stopping and be like, hey man, how you doing this? Why are you doing this? You don't get tired? You not cold? I got a lifestyle I want to maintain, and it's gonna require me doing this. My wife has to live a certain lifestyle because I don't want her to live less than that. Mm-hmm. So you go to sleep, I put the overtime in. I like for my son to have stuff, not saying that I'm gonna give him everything I never had. Because we're in a whole different world than what I was back then. This don't matter, we just make it matter. And once you put that into a kid, they're gonna think you're supposed to go by this. And it's not. See what I'm saying? But that's definitely how I roll, bro.
You got my respect on that. Because if it's too cold, I'll do it another day. Y'all got me.
So, and then it'll kick in tomorrow, I promise. And then it's like, why I need to put this back on hold when I can do it right now? And when people sleep, they got my way. My daddy do the same stuff I do. Some of my friends clean cars. You got other businesses that have been here for years. So my competition, they from 8 to 5, 8 to 6. I'm 12, 13, 14 hours consistently. You're not gonna beat me. I master what I'm doing because I continue doing what I do. You learn so much and you do so much to where you can't, it's gotta be you versus you. Because you're gonna get online and see somebody else get 20,000 and you get 344, but you can change them numbers if you apply, putting in more time, interviewing more people, stepping outside your character, mingling, rubbing arms with people you never conversed with, all that type of stuff matter. Then 3 to 5 years from now, you're gonna be like, look where I started, look where I'm at now. Because you only make a room for yourself. Man, I couldn't even afford a shoestring from Gucci. Now it's expensive for me to just be like, yeah, I remember I couldn't work. I be working. Then here come the stereotype. Oh, you got to be doing something else. Are you sure? If you so sure about that, then think about how many cars I do a day. Think about how many I do a week. Think about how many I do a month. I apply what I need to apply so I can get the things that I want, and I know the guidelines. I know the blueprint. You want it, go get it. Ain't nobody stopping you but you.
That reminds me of what this guy 19 Keys said. If you want your lifestyle, act like you already got it. Like you said, you watched it. All right, how can I afford this?
Yeah.
If I'm stagnant with it, if I'm just comfortable, I'm not gonna want to push myself. But if I know I wanna, this need to be a light day for me, I'm gonna apply that pressure 12 times more because I want it 12 times over.
For sure. And designer don't go on sale. That shit gonna be there. Then you ain't gotta worry about, man, let me get these, cause they gonna be, nah. Cause ain't nobody spending $600, $700 for no shoes unless they comfortable enough about, okay, let me get it. And then I'm like, man, I gotta recover from that. Nah, they ain't going on sale, you good. But you gotta have your expectations high. Yeah, you can go get 9 pair of Air Force One. You can have I can mess up this pair, I got 8 more others. Go get them Gucci's too.
I ain't gonna let you shit on Air Force Ones like this. You know this is a staple in the community.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, like, you gonna graduate, it's okay to, you know, have a different recipe. You know, experience it. Yeah. Don't ever knock the experience when you got the opportunity. Mm-hmm. That's one thing I gotta look at, man. I'm like, I got the opportunity. Let me take advantage of it. And most people don't take advantage of their opportunities because they think it's gonna spin the block. You gonna miss out. You better get on up. Mm-hmm. Just like when me and you here, I'm like, let me remind him because I don't know who were on this platform.
Yeah, that was complete. I mean, I appreciate you because with everything going on with me, man, I was just what they told me. I'm like, I needed their break.
Yeah.
I forgot everything. I went home and went to sleep.
Yeah, it's all good. That's why I was like, man, I ain't gonna miss this opportunity. Yeah, I would love to do that. That's what we supposed to sharpen each other at as young men anyway. You know, it ain't even about, man, it ain't even about raising them. Man, that's why I'm so happy to do this, simply because, man, I don't have people look like me support like that. Not like that. Then they wonder where my love go to. But this is the reason why. You gotta think. Because somebody's gonna try to stop you from growing. And they're gonna look just like you. Mm-hmm. But somebody else gonna be, hey, I'm just checking with you. If you need help with anything, let me know. If you need some guidelines and you need me to read something over to you, they there to help. They not there to hinder.
There to reach out their hand, like I said. Nowadays, about I hate to use who I vibe with, like who can I be comfortable being around? Yeah. Like if I ain't comfortable being around you, I'm not gonna force it just because you look like me. I'm through with it. That's something I had to do in high school. I ain't in high school no more. I ain't gotta be around you. Yep, that's it. I'm gonna go around what makes me feel like myself.
Yep. And that's where you gotta go with a little bit. You know, you are what you attract, bro. All day long, bro. You are what you attract. And I love it, bro. To answer to myself, bro. I ain't gotta answer to nobody, man. I drew the line between that a long time ago. But I don't abuse it. I just can't do that because I can. I gotta be in the right.
Don't wanna be Kanye out here.
Yeah, man. Can't be no Kanye, dog.
No, this will go like that little man is posting around. I ain't trying to work a 9 to 5 building somebody else's dream on my life. I gotta be in my dream.
Tell you, dog. Tell you, man. You wanna know why a lot of people don't go after being a business owner or doing things on their own? What? They're scared because they don't know how it's gonna turn out.
Like that comfortability.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You like punching in a clock and you like complaining. Who I'm ready to go in here and get this over with. You ain't even got out the car yet. You ready to get out of work. You ain't even clocked it in. But imagine waking up, working for yourself, where you don't have no clock in, clock out. Because working for yourself, it give you all the energy you really need. Because everything relies on you to make it happen. It's left up to you. You get a check and you be like, man, they didn't put them hours on my check. That's over with. I don't want that experience no more. I gotta make this count. Cause them bills don't stop. They come every 30 days.
Yeah. Right.
I'd be down if I pay bills and not enjoy my life while I'm doing it. No way.
That's the transition I'm making now. Like, all right, boom. It's gonna take this. I have what you call a freedom price. What's my freedom price? It's my bills plus I gotta make that a month. If I want to be an entrepreneur, I can live off that a month, and everything extra goes back towards the bills.
For sure.
That's what it is right now. Cause I don't. This time next year, I will not be working for somebody else. I will
sure.
be.
For sure.
So just
what you-
calculating it, not being, realizing so much. I'm gonna take the L,
Yeah.
but I gotta put myself in a position to be able to take the L.
Yep. But what you put out there, it's already in motion to work. You already told yourself you gonna do it. So get with your membrane, your heart and your brain is two different things. You can't have one without the other, and one ain't gonna work without the other. Don't ever let nobody shoot you the other way. Because if you tell yourself, oh man, I ain't gonna be able to make it, you just told everything in your body you ain't gonna be able to make it.
Anything your body gonna make you not make it.
Exactly. For sure. Real talk.
Going back, we talking about you in the community. What led you being so involved in the community? Because I see you everywhere.
Being there, I realized being present is more appreciated than sending somebody a text when something go on. I learned it, and to be honest with you, I learned that from white people. Point blank.
You gotta elaborate on that one.
I'm talking about I can't sugarcoat it. And experience the best teacher. I remember something happened to a friend of mine. One of his friends had a death in the family. You know, we'll pick up the phone, you know, and, hey man, everything. Nah, he stopped what he was doing. He went and knocked on the door. You know, he presence. He ain't had no excuse by, oh man, I was there. Man, he got in the car. He left while I was there, got in the car. He went. He knocked on that door. Oh my God. I get it. But being involved, man, and being there, present, man. And we didn't have this stuff that we see now, like we didn't have it back then. We didn't have it back then. Man, these people get up and get on their life. They have this, have that. They don't want to go back and spread no love, no joy, and all that. Not me. It's an opportunity everywhere you go. And you won't know that unless you get up and go. I'm involved in anything. I don't care if it's a gender reveal. I don't care if it's a reunion. I don't care. Like, I'm there. My opportunity, like, boom. And that's another time for me to present myself when it's time. Oh, what you do for that detail card? Oh, really? Oh, man, thank you so much for coming out. Hey, when you ever get time, you know, here's my contact information. If you ever need a fleet of vehicles to do, me. Being there. You know, a celebrity ain't a celebrity unless you make them a celebrity. A celebrity is a person that's being celebrated.
Yeah.
People celebrate me because I'm something to be celebrated. That's why I don't treat nobody no lesser than how I treat myself.
That's why, sidebar, they had that celebrity basketball game in Little Rock. I was like, y'all bogus.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the names, and I know some people, y'all ain't really doing local celebrity. Y'all looking,
Yeah.
like, who my friends is.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
trying to do something.
Yeah.
Because people know you.
Yeah.
Like, it's people from book and the stamps. People know. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if I hear your name up here,
Yeah.
you a local celebrity.
Yeah,
They
for
should
sure.
reach out.
For sure.
That was a little tangent. My bad.
Yeah, nah,
I was
that's real. Like that's real. And it's just like if you had a vision of being somebody. Say for instance, I used to have this vision of, man, I'm gonna be a superstar. And like I said, same thing. We tell it. If you tell yourself you're gonna do something, you motivate and inspire your own spirit to be and do what you wanted to do. If you degrade it, that's the same thing that's gonna come in it. It's in the recipe. I mean, point blank, and I knew what required me to be a superstar or a star or somebody that being noticed. You got to be among people. And guess who I'm drawn to be around now? Children. You're not gonna forget a face, an image, or nothing. When they see you, and guess what it's gonna make the parents do? Because the parents do everything in their will to protect their creation. Figure out who this is. She jumping up, going crazy about, who is this girl? She seen him and almost had a wreck. Like, so now, like, your attention gonna be based off that.
Do you think you growing up as a sports superstar helped you navigate being a superstar in the community?
Yes, 100%. 100%. That's why I try to stay active. Thank God, gifted me my child because now it's got to keep me in shape. I got to learn more about multiple sports because we grew up in Waldo. We was at basketball. Now he at school to where he can play basketball, baseball, soccer, football. You
Keep
know.
him in that soccer, man. Shout out to Team USA, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. See, I'm getting into a lot of stuff, man. That's why I say, like, I'm learning up on stuff like that. And now it's like, oh, I wish when I consolidated here, man, no, yeah, I would have just played more than one sport.
But like you said, that's a growing part of life. We conditioned for this one thing, and until we learn something different,
Yeah,
we just stay with it.
for sure.
Since you so active in the community, you ever thought about getting into politics?
I stay away from it to a certain extent because now, with my profession, I deal with a lot of people that live their life around politics, and I study it quietly until it's time for me to reveal my intelligence. Because I can talk to you on camera one way, and then outside of it, I can talk to you another way. And another group of people will come around and you will hear a totally different conversation because it's different settings for different stages and different people. And pertaining to politics, the older we get, we do have to educate ourselves on a lot of it, and I do. But I never pick a fight I can't win. So if I come to you about politics, you best believe I know my damn homework.
You gonna get Peach is your aunt, right?
It's my auntie.
I mean, Miss Beverly.
Yeah,
Got
that's my auntie.
used to be. Don't call me Miss Beverly. Is right. What you think about her? Is she the first black woman there, or what's the history?
Yeah, man, you want to be honest? I'm gonna say this on camera. And I feel so bad for saying it. I feel bad. I told her, I was like, you know, I didn't know you were mayor. Like, so she was just recently re-elected. And I knew she was capable of business. She got the smarts. She could talk to anybody. Our family is just high energy.
Candace.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, all of it, you know, but her doing that, I know she's gonna get her job done. 100%. She'll get her job done. And a lot of people don't like when certain people in position to do things a certain way, but she got it. She's a big girl. She got it.
Like you just said, it be us.
Yeah.
We feel like we know you. I always compare things like that to the Jay-Z and DMX situation. When Jay-Z took over, like, I know you.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be better than me. You shouldn't be above me. You
Yeah.
started the same place.
Yep.
Why you? And that kills a lot of us.
Yep. And then, I mean, we one race, we one ethnicity, man, that degrade one another more than what we see because we don't have no limit on how we degrade. And social media has put a big outbreak on you to degrade your own race even more. Because people that don't even know you, you can reach out to them and be like, she ain't like that, or he ain't like that. As soon as you level up and transition over, here come the antics. Oh, look at him, he's trying to act like this, knowing damn well, it's a degrade. Nobody wants nobody to grow if it ain't benefiting to their tree.
You know me from 20 years ago. You mad at something I did 20 years ago. That's on you.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm not even the same person I was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
20? Why
Yeah.
you judging me on it? There's something in you that ain't changed. Something in you that still need to grow and heal. Not me.
Yeah. And you block your own blessings that way. Because if you can't let hate go, or you can't let a situation or a moment go, then I can't bless you with nothing else. So once you free up that space of regretting or disagreement or something that put a stain in y'all relationship, once you forgive and create cap space for that, I can replace that with a blessing you can wait on. That's point blank. So that's when it's easier for me to forgive a person that's gonna wrong me, even in the future. I don't have no choice but to forgive you. I may not make it known that I have forgiven you, but I speak a little bit more. I hold the conversation properly with you more. I cannot hinder or hold a grudge to a person for something that happened in the past because I know if I don't, I ain't gonna get what I'm looking for. I gotta free that up. So listen, on his platform, if you holding a grudge on anybody, or you got a disagreement that jeopardize how you and a person are now today, forgive it and let it go, because whatever blessing it is, and it ain't so much of it being a blessing, you'll feel better as a human and as an adult. What you waiting on is already waiting on you, but you gotta give something up. So you gotta make room for that. And so that hate and hatred and disagreements that you had, erase them. Delete that.
Get that hate out your heart.
Remove that. I promise you, it's sweet on this side now. It's sweet on this side now. Tell you.
Speaking of that, how long you been married?
Man, I just talked about this, bro. We just talked about this. And what we had said was, what did we say? I said something. What was it that I said? Baby, please don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. But we had spoke about something, and I had threw out one number. She was like, you don't know how long we've been married? Like, nah, I stopped keeping count. I've been married since 2018. And I said, no, I stopped keeping count, and I did. I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I met her, you know how they say love is first sight? I had that, like 100%. And there was a time that I was afraid to lose my wife. It was, even when she wasn't my wife. Because it's just titles. That shit just titles. And then once you put that title above everything, you gotta start living up to that. I don't like titles, bro. I don't like titles and everything. We were husband and wife in the stages of being boyfriend and girlfriend, because boyfriend and girlfriend led us up to switching our name to husband and wife. You still gotta put the work in. You still gotta do this and do that. You know, they tell you, oh, it's bad when you cheated your marriage. It was bad when I was cheating with boyfriend and girlfriend, because that could have hindered me from being a husband and wife later on in life. You know, you don't ever stop doing what you're doing. You just switch up how you do it, if that makes sense. But I've been married since 2018.
Man, congratulations.
Thank you. It's tough too. It's hard. I ain't gonna lie. Cause temptation, man. Temptation.
And when women see you, I'm sure it's the same for her, but I only can speak from a male. When women see you happy, it's something about, they want to see if they can get that happiness from you too. When they're all right, reality, no, you can't.
Yeah.
And they know they can't, but they gon' let me see. Are you really happy?
Oh yeah. I mean that's why even with Adam and Eve, you know, you gotta look at it's always the woman. But that's why God created man and woman now. You know, I'm telling you now. I mean, hey, if they can see a little bit of, oh, he'll flirt, or he'll potential threat now, or she a potential threat. Even with my job, man, temptation is everything. Cause it's just because I'm married don't make me think like, oh man, ooh, that woman pretty.
I'm
She
glad
pretty.
somebody married shit. I had this argument, like, if you really love somebody, everybody don't stop being attractive. You quit wanting to try to talk to the attractive
Oh
people.
yeah.
Because I know what I got at home.
Yeah. It's self-discipline, man. But she can be with me and I'll be like, Sarah, that woman too pretty. I'm gonna be myself around you, so when I'm not around you, you know who I am. Just like when she tell people, I know who I married. Same thing with her. You pretty. You work at a bank. You see these dudes' bank accounts and everything. They ain't got to say nothing. They go in there and make a deposit and pull up in the eye. Oh, girl, you got money. She pretty, green eye and all that. I'm attracted to something that we cannot see. That's just the look.
Yeah.
You got to be attracted to something else. Because if you just attracted to the look, you're going to get got every time. Because the devil can hop inside of it and make you want it even more. And you know that it's going to be wrong. That's how you get me all the time, Colby. You know they're wrong. Well, let me hit them up and see if they need that car wash, just so I can see that woman. I ain't going to say nothing to her. But he say, as a man thinking, he should have done it. You're gonna get graded the same way anyway. So, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It can go deep, bro. I be on that type of stuff all the time.
I only done met a couple times. One of the sweetest people in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. My grandma even like, who you interviewed? Kobe? He made it. Like,
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to her.
Man, listen, man. My wife, sometimes I'm scared of my wife. I'm scared of like, you gonna always have one this way and one that way. You gonna have one that way and one this way. We not equally yoked because just because she older than me don't mean that I don't know more than her. So we learn from each other every day. And you gotta be open to it. Being able to learn something every day. She wasn't a people's person or outgoing person, but I'm full of it all day long. I don't meet strangers. I just meet people that I haven't talked to before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
So with that, what's been a big struggle y'all dealt with and a big blessing y'all got with?
A big struggle we deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I think she still don't understand who I am, and even with me being alive and being among people, I don't know nobody can put up a front this long. So she said that I'm for the people, but I am of the people. The love that I receive from the outside, I think that I'm supposed to get a dab of that inside of my home. So you're gonna go where you appreciate it all the time. And I'm just among people, so I'm not going nowhere. My location is not my destination. And what my location is, people utilize that place just as well as I do a car wash. And you meet people every day. And it's just like I'm grounded at one spot and I just never know who I'm gonna meet. And the only way I'm gonna know who I'm gonna meet if I be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, man, I like that shirt. Where you get it from? Oh, man, what size them wheels? Where you out of this car? And one thing leads to another. And I still go by that. My uncle used to tell me all the time, conversation rule the nation. And it really do. I converse with a lot of people. And I had a lot of sob stories and a lot of great stories and testimony come from a car wash. And I try to tell her all the time, this is really me. You can't knock me for wanting to be better. Because being better, it creates change. Nobody likes for you to change. Because if you can get over me, on me, you're going to keep me at this level. Mm-hmm. You don't want me to see what it's like if you can't control me. And we don't try to control each other, but I hope she learned from me just as well as I learned from her. All my game come from a woman anyway. I know how to talk to a woman without talking to a woman. It's called reading comprehension. I know what to say, I know what to do. And I learned that from her. So she teach me, and I learn, but I be trying to teach her and she don't want to learn.
That's a woman thing, though.
Huh?
That's a woman thing, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get over this. Alright, I just got a few more questions for you. Not too long.
Oh, you good. Straight.
Who's had the biggest impact on you?
Oh, that's deep. Man. My son. I mean, it ain't hard to think about it because, you know, when you say who had the biggest impact on you, I had to put it in that terminology because my boy had the biggest impact on me because if you've been around a kid before, I don't know if you got a kid.
No, I don't.
But if you've been around a kid before and you constantly been around him like me, I'm a father. And I'm my son's hero. My daddy, you know, I go to school functions and everything all the time. And all the kids know me, but he making announce that this my daddy, and my daddy, he got muscles, my daddy can shoot, my daddy got this, my daddy drive this, you know, my daddy, I'm his hero. But in reality, as being an adult, being a male, he my hero. So the impact is, I could have been spazzed out on somebody. I don't tolerate this. Who you think you is? Like, I ain't got, but in reality is, my impact allowed me to rearrange my thinking. Yeah, I was gonna do you dirty, but my impact showed me like, he need me more than how I need to respond to you and your bullshit. So now I got to, okay, I'm gonna let you have it, you good, I'm straight. But if my impact went in my life, that impacted my thinking, I would have been in 20. I've been in 20 years. I know, I would have, you know, so my impact, my biggest impact, my son, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to him.
Shout out to K-Boy, man.
What's a regret of yours? And please don't tell me I don't got regrets, because everybody got a regret.
My regret, and you're right, and I appreciate you for saying it. My regret was I should have spoke up about myself a long time ago. I should have stood up for myself a long time ago. That's one of my biggest regrets. I should have spoken about myself and for myself a long time ago, because I was waiting on the voice of a father that was never there. I was waiting on a mother that was actually trying in different ways, besides using my own voice to speak up for who I am now. I was still that boy back then. I just got hair on my face. I've been through a lot of ups and downs. I shared my emotion with the mirror. Wasn't able to face my fears. I should have spoken for myself a long time ago. That's a regret of mine. That's a regret of mine. I let people utilize me even when my ways of saying I'm not gonna let nobody use me no more. I turn around the next day and let them do it, knowing that they're doing me wrong. That's a regret of mine. Not speaking up for myself, like my voice ain't never been heard. Yeah.
You don't speak up for yourself. You let other people paint the narrative for you.
Yeah.
And you know people hate.
Yeah.
The narrative always gonna be ugly.
Yep. For sure.
What's a piece of advice you'll give for somebody? I know you got your son. I know you mentor silent, but somebody from just gonna watch this interview from down here. What's a piece of advice you'll give to him?
God uses messages in unusual sources. You never know where your blessing or your information gonna come from. He talked to Moses through a burning bush. I don't know no other unusual source than that. Point blank, period. Be open. And it's okay to make mistakes. And when you make mistakes, do it loudly. Because anytime a person can be like, girl, oh boy, you heard about such. Once it's hush hush, you give them something to talk about. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make it up. And in 72 hours, it's gonna be like it never happened.
Especially nowadays.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm talking like, be there for yourself. Put yourself in a position to where can't nobody else tell you no. Don't wait on nobody. Put yourself in a position to where you can make things happen for yourself. Be open. Don't be entertained by this racism shit. Seek knowledge for yourself. Learn more about yourself than what the doctor's supposed to know.
Yeah.
For real, because your days are making blank. Because people want to talk. That's what therapists get their money from.
Like I told you, man, you don't plan on doing this for the next 5. If you don't plan on making money in year 5, don't even start now. You think year 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't even do it.
Put that time in, bro. I promise.
You got to.
October 24th, bro. Made it 6 years, man, for me cleaning cars, been working for myself since October 24th, for 6 years ago, bro. Did I just say I was doing it for $10? Now, like, I ain't going home until I make a certain amount. And I had to put it in my mind, grind like you don't have it. And if you keep that same mentality, you will be okay. Mm-hmm. I still struggle from time to time.
But that's the life of an entrepreneur.
And only so many people gonna get that mind frame, and so many people gonna go through the problem, because only so many people gonna sacrifice what they do for where they wanna go. You gotta give up to go up, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about my mama used to say it all the time, but she used to speak in parables, and I never liked it. Cause it's gonna always leave me in suspense of what she mean by that. But I'm so mad because she'll say something and then stop talking. But I was at home one day waiting on my food in the microwave, and I watched YouTube a lot. So this ad had came about, and I was just sitting there because the remote battery was dead. So I had to watch the ad. The ad was like 2 minutes long. But I kept going back and forth into the kitchen, and I seen this hot air balloon. And this dude got inside this hot air balloon. And in order for him to elevate, he had to release them sandbags. So I was like, I get it now. You got dead weight, but as long as it's dead weight around, it's gonna keep you grounded. But once you release that dead weight, you're gonna get where you need to go.
Right. I like though.
Real talk, bro. And I still utilize that today.
You weird.
Because ain't nothing new under the sun. Your test gonna be in front of you every day. Every day.
Ready? You passing that?
That's it, bro.
Let's say tomorrow. Still got tomorrow. The same test. What you got for it now?
For sure. Ask me some more questions, man. I like this shit, man. I like this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
What you want your legacy to be when you go?
To be remembered, somebody gonna latch on to it. And I just look at it like this every day. I'm still alive to teach. Because it's like, I know I built a legacy. I know I'm building a legacy because I don't want no cutoff. Because if I have a cutoff, that means once I build this legacy, I'm closing the door and nobody else can re-enter my kingdom. But my legacy is to the fact of somebody will latch on and they'll continue to do it, and you don't have to do it my way. You don't have to do it my way, and now I'm looking at it like, my daddy cleaned cars for as long as I live. As long as I've been living, I know that they say DJ, and he still clean cars to this day. But I didn't think that it was gonna be in my life and my journey to pick up that. And he wasn't around to teach me. I just learned from a distance. So I know it's somebody out there looking at my legacy and they also learning. So the more I put out, the more a person can learn. The more rope I put out there, somebody gonna be able to catch on to it. But my legacy to be remembered is help somebody else. Even when you don't want to. Be that light for somebody else that don't get that shine. Point blank period. Point blank period, bro.
What's the wildest rumor you done heard about yourself?
I was broke. But that was like, they made it out of something because they was leaning on their own understanding. Oh, he's stunned. His car messed up, his paint peeled, you know, stuff like that. Cause they made a story out of it. And I was like, that was like in 2019, I think, 18, something like that. Hell, I was sitting there like $70,000. I had like $70,000. No, I think it was $64,000.
Slight flex.
Yeah,
Slight flex.
but I fucked up that money though. But I was young and I just didn't, I didn't care what people said because they think you gotta have this, or you gotta be doing this, or it's gotta be seen by somebody else, you know, in order for it to be true. So it was like, thank God for messing up money, and thank God for the experience because now I know how to handle it if it rekindles in my life again. That was the wildest room, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
He said you don't hear a lot, but broke? Nah.
Yeah, cause it's like I work every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I messed up because, see, you get some money, you can go fly, do this. It ain't hard. It ain't hard to mess up money. Man, you in the world, you in the city. Man, I'm talking like, I was going back and forth to Las Vegas and shit. I'm like, you in the Sin City, boy. Like, you spending money like, yeah, you over the, you 30, 40 floors in the air, but boy, it costs some money to be up here.
I don't even like that. I was just every weekend, man. I want to go here.
Yeah.
Let me go here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the end of the month you look, dang, I spent that.
Yeah.
But shit, that's just come with growth though.
Yeah, it's
Because
come
without
with
that,
growth.
you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
You fucked it up, so now you know what and what not to do getting it.
Yeah. For sure. I fucked up all that shit, though. I ain't gonna lie. I did. Boy, you can go buy some chains. You can go buy some jewelry, bro. That gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can go and, dude, you can, yeah. It ain't worth it, though. But buy your experience, though. Ain't nothing like an experience, because you can have something to relapse on.
Exactly. This is my last question. What is love to you?
Love is an action word. Word is action. I can tell you I love you all day long, but I gotta make you feel it. After I tell you that I love you. Love is something that's supposed to be spread. Love can bring peace. It can also cause disaster. Love will make you love, and love will make you cry. Love is in our present, and it's in our past, and it's supposed to be for our future. And the more you scream hate, the more you drown out love. Love is supposed to always be present, and love is supposed to be respected. Because God brought his son to die for us. That ain't love, I don't know what you call it. Love your next door neighbor, love the person you don't know, and be courageous enough, courageous enough to love beyond your own understanding.
Pause. Drop my Man, Kobe, I appreciate you so much.
For sure, bro.
Ain't too many times you could be in the room and be the second best Kobe, but
I know that right, bro. I mean that. I mean that, bro.
I appreciate you. And until next time, don't keep score, keep scoring.